I'm gonna get this up on YouTube
Is
so see what we're doing.
Is it working?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
Looks good.
it's a clear picture. I mean,
Rachel, what do you think?
wait, where's Rachel? Rachel's on the show?
Rachel's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Looks good. Good day. How you doing, Amanda? Hi, Trevor.
Hello.
We're testing out Carl's Nest cam in his backyard. This is live. And we were just talking about it, that it'd be interesting for Carl to put it up one night and let people see exactly what his yard looks like and what his camera does. Because it does all sorts of tricks, zooms in really well. We're just testing to see if it loses a lot of detail, because that's important when you want to watch something. So we've been zooming in. It looks pretty good, and we just thought we'd go live and see how it looks like live and see what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, we always thought about doing it, but I mean, we didn't really know how to go about doing it. I mean, especially on YouTube. I mean, but if there's a workaround, we can.
So let's see what it does. You can zoom right back to that tree, can't you? Zoom
Oh
right.
yeah, I can get. I mean, I can get in as close, but the only bad thing is when you get in close, you lose the contrast a little bit. I mean, I can look over here.
That's not bad though. I mean, you'd see somewhat sort of movement, wouldn't you? And that's a 6-foot high fence, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. See, I even put a mark on the tree right here with some. I have to remark it, but that's 7 foot right there.
Okay.
Right in the yard.
I
on
can
my
see
on
the
my
mouse
tree.
this time. You can see your cursor this time. I think when you zoomed in, you can see it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can see that. So that's 7 foot there, is it?
That's 7 foot right there.
Right.
In my yard, which the tree is probably about 10 feet away from the fence. So
All right. Okay.
somebody probably can do the math on the distance. I'm not sure. But I mean, I can, like I was showing you, look, I can go back to, here's a blip. So let's see what happened. Well, let me zoom out. Probably just a dog or something barking or. No, it's just the wind. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Let's see. All right. Here, let's see what this was. At 8:03. What time is it? 8:21?
The dogs were kicking off before, weren't they?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, I can. Yeah, let's see what they were doing. See, they always run to this. They run to this tree. I mean, either this side, or this corner.
It's hearing something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a really good view there. Really good, clear. There's a bit more light earlier because it looks darker now, doesn't it? But even when you zoom in, it's not a bad view.
No, I mean, you can still about. Let me see. About right here is good. I mean, you still have enough detail to, because if you get, you go in all the way, you kind of lose.
Oh, the dogs run. The dogs run to that corner.
Yeah. Well, this is where I got that picture of them two standing right here that night, right in here. This is where they were at, and they always run to that corner too. If I'd have had this,
yeah, then
You could have saw exactly what they were.
Be nice to a little bit more light in that corner, wouldn't there?
Yeah,
For at night. Maybe a little
but
sensor one. A little sensor one. Interesting.
the only reason I don't do it is because this lady back here complains about we had 100-watt light in this corner shining down this way, and she was complaining that she was having trouble sleeping, that the light was keeping her up. So
Right. That's fair enough, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, so
what's the other thing it can do? What are you
like
showing?
I can set a zone, like if I want to watch this area for any movement, or stretch it out, pick it up and stretch it out to here. I can go up a little higher with this, kind of like coloring. I can watch just this area.
That's great.
And it'll lock in just on that area.
Is this is from before, or is this now?
No, this was at 8:06. Let me go back to
So you can even zoom in later.
Oh yeah.
Right, wow. That's
But the only bad thing is once I make a clip, I can't zoom in.
no. So you have to zoom in and make the clip.
Right.
Yeah. And then when it goes to YouTube, it loses a lot of detail, doesn't it? Retriever, I don't think they want them. I think that's what they were coming for originally. That's what was going missing, the dog food. But I don't think they want them to actually come and get anything. They're just showing up, aren't they? For maybe it's the dogs.
I'm not even sure. People say, well, why do you think they're coming to your house? I don't. I think they're coming all through this neighborhood, and we just caught on to what was going on. I just happen to have the 17-inch footprint on the concrete. Let me go back to the camera and I'll show you right here. I don't know if you can see it. The footprint was right here. The footprint. Yeah. And then I found two more, one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. And we even found one underneath the patio, underneath here. And then I found one right here by the fence where it looked like it kind of dug in and jumped over the fence. That's a good one. That's deep. That one's really deep.
Mm.
And we found this is where we would find the dead possums and the dead squirrels, right where I saw those. Got that picture. There's two things looking over the fence, right in this area right here. That's where we found the dead possums and squirrels and stuff.
Ranjo okay. The thing is, it's all right, if you're in the woods and miles away from your home, but when it's coming onto someone's property, it's a different thing. You don't really want to invite them, do you?
No.
Do you really want these, things hanging around your house and your kids and your pets? And so, doing it at home is a different matter. These cameras are up to to kind of deter, if they can, these things coming around. But of course, they have still popped up. But you don't want to attract them. They don't want to bring them to the house.
And I think it does deter them because I don't think they've been in the yard since we put up the cameras.
Mm.
And you see how lit up my backyard is. I bet you have to take into consideration your neighbors and stuff too. I mean, you can't have it lit up because, like I said, this lady over here was complaining that 100-watt light was shining in her bedroom and it was keeping her up. So, I mean, you got to live with people too,
Can you show them how you can talk on the camera?
Oh yeah. I'll call my dogs. Let me get it up.
And you might not work actually because you're on here. Because you
Yeah,
might
maybe
be
so.
working for this. But that's how you do it, is it? You can talk.
Yeah, I just hit this little microphone and you can talk and
That's a pretty neat cam, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, and like, you see these little blips, you just go back to the blip and like
Oh,
here,
you can
I
see,
mean,
also see as well what's on it.
yeah, any little blip is going to be a movement or noise, and it'll tell you a dog barking or a person talking. See, that was my dogs.
Mm.
No, hold up, Rachel. I'm not. Let me get back to the live picture. I think Rachel's talking. Try it.
Buffering. Or are we buffering?
No, I think it's the camera. Rachel's talking to him right now through her phone.
Right.
But we can't hear it.
You might have to turn the volume up on it. What's the volume like? Oh, it is up.
Yeah, it's all the way up. Yeah, so there's a way to do it.
So the time when is there more activity?
Um, I mean, sometimes it can start as early as like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but usually 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there.
So it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I'm sure there'll be some people around who would watch it.
Oh, yeah, because like I said, most of the time when all this stuff is going on, I'm sleeping because I have to get up at 5. But you might have some people, especially like overseas, who might watch it and come back and say, "Hey, you might want to go look at this time or whatever," and
Sovereign Cosmic Wildman. How do you record the live feed from the Nest Cam? Can you only get
so
clips when movement is detective?
okay, say I don't know if you can be able to see it. I can go to right here and create a clip, and I'll zoom in on what time frame I want.
Right.
I can move it like from here to here, and just hit save, and it'll make a clip. So I'll go here, and here's all my clips.
Right, got you.
So
It's good, isn't it?
yeah, I mean that's pretty much how it works. And we back to the live feed. I mean, there's Bella.
Just make it a bit bigger.
All right, there we go.
That's the other one. Yeah, it's an S Cam.
Yes,
Cappy.
yeah. I'm watching the camera. I'm not watching the chat. Yeah, it's a good camera. I mean, even if you want one for security purposes, I mean, and it's I think they're about $350, and it works with Wi-Fi. I mean, you don't have to run any cables or anything. Just plug it in and connect it to your computer. It's easy, really easy. If I can do it, it's easy.
Yeah. That's it's
Yeah, you know that. For sure, you know that. I'm like, Daniela, help. What
I'm
the hell
like,
did I do here?
I'm watching you navigate this thing like mouth open, going, oh my wow, I'm impressed. Cow. So yeah,
Well,
it must be really easy to use, maybe.
after 2 years, if I don't know how to use it, I'm just gonna give it up.
But yeah, anyway, it's a good quality camera.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
mean,
owned a Nest.
let's see what she's doing.
I wouldn't mind something like this in my backyard.
Let's see what the dog's doing. Oh, she's pooping. I'm sorry, people.
Oh,
Hey, this is live TV. This really is live TV. Sorry. She was taking a poop break.
It's a good job it's not mating season, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh.
Oh dear. Strangeland. I have an S cam. Every strange thing I was getting, then it shows it's connected, and everything went black. If you're having trouble with it, we can almost like someone or something blocked it out. Is it working now, or is just strange things happening to it?
Well, every once in a while, ours will lose Wi-Fi connection for 20 minutes, sometimes an hour or two. But I think that's just I don't know, random just stuff. I mean,
Is that another one, Treva? Why is he easy? Oops. I use it for 6 weeks, and it showed it's working and connected, and everything is black. Weird.
I wonder if the camera part of it didn't go bad.
Well, it'd be exciting if something happened. Not that I want anything to happen, but
Yeah.
like zoom in now.
I know, huh? Big
Yeah.
Tatai jump over the fence or something. I mean, we'll see it if it happens.
Yeah, that's what I asked, isn't it? If you can set it to periodically zoom in into places for a certain amount of time, because
I don't know.
that's a good because that's where it tends to happen, isn't it? Along that bit.
Right, yeah. See, I could leave it locked right there for as long as I want. I mean, but like I showed you, I could set up those fields to watch just a certain, like if I wanted to watch, the fence, this area, I could set it. And if there was any motion or anything going on right there, it would automatically pick it up.
That's good. What are you saying, Pappy? Anything Wi-Fi connected is not secured from hacking, by the way. Many PDs can now access homes' security system.
This one has a password on it.
Right.
So I don't know if that helps or
That's the last thing you want, though, isn't it? Someone looking at you, looking at them.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Did I explain this to everybody? This is a 7-foot mark right here in my yard. I measured it with a tape measure and spray painted it white. I need to redo it because it's getting kind of old. But that's 7 foot right there. So in my yard, anyway. So anything standing right there would be 7 foot.
And anything standing behind it is 6 foot. And and you say it's 10 foot from the fence, but it doesn't look like a massive difference, does it? That just shows how we don't always get perception right, do we? And that's just a really good example there. And it looks like a couple of inches.
I mean, this line right here, the board's a 6 foot, but it's 2 inches off the ground. So that's 6 foot 2 right there. All
Still
around.
10 inches to that line, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I just did it just as another little measurement. I mean,
For anyone who doesn't know, it's Puppy Two Bear's birthday today. Happy birthday again.
yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. 21 again. And again.
Yeah. Well, and people ask me why I don't add another camera, and this is the problem. It won't reach, the Wi-Fi won't reach that far. So if I put another camera, let me back it off a second. If I put another camera like in here, I'd have to hardwire it and I'd have to bury it. But when I do that, it gives off an electrical current and it drives my dogs nuts and they'll dig it up.
Right. Yeah. And also, you're limited to what you can.
Yeah, I mean,
do as well, because you're not supposed to view your neighbour's property.
well, yeah, I mean, I can't, I'm really not supposed to zoom in and try to look at his window, but it's a security camera. So, I mean, you're really supposed to have your windows closed if you don't want somebody looking in them. So, you can kind of skirt the law that way, because it's not illegal to look at somebody's house. What's done in public. I mean, it's done in public. So.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same, but over here, if I have a camera on my house and I want to video the front, I'm not allowed to video the pavement and who's walking past.
Really?
You shouldn't really be doing that.
Well, what would be the point?
Well, it's you're watching your property. You're not watching the public from your house.
Well, no, yeah. So
I think it's protecting other people because you're just looking at your house. You shouldn't be looking at. So I think there's something about, there's a law here. I don't know if it's the same over there in some places, but filming from your own property,
mm-hmm.
Trying to get public. I don't know. I'll check it out, but
yeah, because I talked to somebody about that, and they said if it's if I would be doing this, zooming in and trying to look into my neighbor's window, which as you can see I can't do.
No,
and it's closed anyway. I mean, but this is just a security camera. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
And it's my backyard. It just happens to, see over the fence. So it's not like I'm trying to, look in their window or anything like that.
I know. Well, I know that. Well, it's obvious.
No, but
it is. It's obvious what it is.
That's how you kind of get around it. You know what I mean? I hear.
What was that before the dogs?
Tori growling.
Right.
Oh.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something going off somewhere.
Yeah, something's happening somewhere. I mean, they can hear a lot better than we can. But you don't hear any sirens, police sirens, or anything like that dogs normally react to.
Carl, you could get a Wi-Fi signal booster extended to place another camera further away.
We kind of tried that, but it won't reach around that corner. I mean, you'd have to plug it into the apartment, and it won't. I guess it can't go around that that curve right there where she's running to put a camera on the backside.
Mm. Do they hear the dogs barking?
I don't know. I can't.
You never seem to hear him before the dogs kick off, do you?
No.
There never seems to be a reason why, but it could be something really high pitched or.
Yeah. And that's a huge dog right there.
Mm.
It makes Bella weighs about 80 pounds, about 80, 82 pounds, and she's almost like a horse. Of course, you can hear that bark, how deep it is.
Yeah.
And we like when we pick them up. I usually pick them up by now. We'll hear crazy, weird screams and stuff. And back off. If anybody's seen the documentary Carrion did, but back off this way is a big patch of woods, and I mean it's not coyote, it's not bobcat. Really don't know what it is. I mean, just big loud screams.
Some weird noise going on.
Yeah, they're she's grooming herself, I guess.
Well, anyway, it looks good. I think we should do it one night, or
Yeah.
It's another. It would be odd if anything was over that fence. There would be no reason for your neighbours. I think they're quite elderly, aren't they? The ones that live directly at the back of you,
right?
They wouldn't be hanging around around that fence, would they, at night?
No, and you see how those lights are going to go off in a little while inside the house, and it stays. They never turn their lights on. They had them, but I think it's an elderly couple. They're both retired from the school board, and I think she might have dementia, and they probably do it to save on electricity. I mean, or.
Yeah. It's a shame, actually, isn't it? Because it gives you something. You could see if something was there, if there was a bit of light behind it, something to show it up.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, people want me to put, all kind of lights and stuff up, but you got to consider their situation too. I mean, you don't want to be shining a bright 100-watt light in their bedroom.
No.
Like I said, that one lady in the corner over there has already complained about the lights. So I mean, that's about all we can do.
But the idea is actually for them not to come, isn't it? Hopefully they don't come.
Yeah.
And you don't capture anything, but things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Where you going, Ruger? We might be gone.
He's going to get himself a snack.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm going to be hungry. It's only 3 o'clock in the morning, though, so.
Oh, wow.
I better not. I'll just have a bit of chocolate. Put me on. Hi, Dan. Maybe they know they can come back there because no lights, so they can sneak. Well, yeah, true. But what do they want? Big-headed Martian, is this your place or the neighbours? This is Carl's backyard.
Well, this is a little apartment, and this is just a storage shed. This camera's on the back of my house. This is all my backyard. fenced in. So this is from the back of my house looking into my backyard.
For anyone who doesn't know, is it episode 8, Bigfoot Odyssey documentary?
I think 7.
7.
I think.
Rachel will tell me in a minute. I'm pretty sure, but
yeah.
Anyone who hasn't seen Carl's documentary with Bigfoot Odyssey, it's number 7. Go to the playlist, all the documentaries are there, and have a look at Carl's story, and check out his website, his YouTube channel, LA Swamp 8, and he's put up some clips of some strange things that have been happening. Not just Bigfoot, just weird stuff.
And if we got all this stuff after Carrie and them had left, and we put up this good camera, man, we would have had a really doozy of a show if they would have came and we would have had all these videos and stuff. I mean,
Big-headed Martian. Go back to some of my episodes. The last one with Carl and Rachel, and it's not Sasquatch in the home. Well, we don't know, but the stuff that goes on in the home as well. So
yeah.
you've a lot of homework to do.
Let me see if I can find something. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, this is all clips that we made because something happened. And I just usually date them. Oh, this is one where we hear a bunch of it sounds like somebody walking underneath the patio and branches breaking. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. I mean, we hear shuffling and under our patio, and we think it sounds like it's coming under our patio. I mean, it might be coming from over the fence. I mean, but this is that big old persimmon tree, and it's loaded with persimmons. So I don't know if they come for that or what,
Strange. Imagine if the government came out and said Sasquatch are real and they can be up to 12 foot more tall and eat meat, run at high speeds, maybe the fastest in the world.
I agree.
Rocks and growl.
I've seen one running. I agree.
Well, they're not the biggest creature in the world, are they? I mean, look at giraffes. I know we're going down a path here, but look at elephants and giraffes. They're huge animals, creatures. And someone's pulled me up about saying animals. I'm just, we don't know what they are. Let's just go with creature, animal, just to make it easy. But there are big, and there's fast animals, cheetahs. They're fast. So there's something, different about these. Not just those aspects, but yeah, throwing rocks, that's weird. That is weird. Any orbs? You've seen orbs, have you? You've seen lights, weird.
Oh yeah. Lots of weird orbs and lights. We even saw, and I don't even know if I still have it. This is the craziest one we've ever seen. It looked like something came. Let me blow it up a little bit. It looked like something came out of the ground about here and flew around here, came around here, came over this roof and disappeared. And it was about the size of a squirrel. but it was moving so fast it was just a blur. So we don't. If it was a bug, it's the fastest bug in the world, and it's huge. It's about the size of a squirrel.
I think cheetahs can only run for like 40 seconds, the fastest. I think literally that's all they've got in them is to run at speed for a few seconds. I don't know. But Bigfoot's got a bigger foot thing, what's call it? Oh, it's getting late, that's why I can't think. Bigger distance between its steps, if that makes it easier. So we'll probably be able to move fast. I don't know. I'm not good at maths at 3 o'clock in the morning or any of that stuff. Which clip? Oh, the clip of the thing moving. Can you remember which one it was? Hello, Audrey, and Jamie. I hope I've said Audrey.
I would have to look for it. I might have it stored on my computer. But I didn't even put it up because it was so weird. I mean, I'm like, how am I gonna explain this? I mean, it seriously looks like something comes out of the ground and it's moving so fast, and it comes out of the ground about right here, and it looks like it takes off and goes over the shed and comes over here and goes down and disappears behind the backside. I have no clue what that was. And like I said, it would have been probably about the size of a squirrel.
You've got fruit trees. There's a persimmon trees are just there on the right.
Yeah, right here, right. Oh, I gotta get on my little. Right here is the big persimmon tree, but the house right here
Right, your left,
and
viewers left. I think. Sorry, under where it says nest.
Yeah, right here. Can they see?
Yeah, it's our right, I think, but it's their left.
Okay, it's backwards. Yeah, the neighbors 2 doors down this way have a bunch of satsumas in their yard.
Right, that's it. Yeah, satsumas. Oops. Yeah, that video. I'm going to find it on your channel and put a link so people can go and watch it. If the one with the howling and the black thing moving, whatever it was. What did I say to you? It felt like cold breath, doesn't it? When you're out in the cold and you breathe cold air and you can see it.
Yeah.
It's like that, but black. And it goes from a small, almost fans out. So,
hey,
yeah, that's the one. I'm going to get a link to that now. And so people can go and check it out.
But to me, the weirdest one, the weirdest thing is the howling's weird, but the flash of light and the tire swinging, and that mist. When the best one to go to is where Jill's guy did what do you call it? Enhancement, I guess. He kind of inverted the polarity, kind of turned it into an infrared.
I'm trying to find it.
And another one that's a good one is the one where he catches the big one standing right here behind the fence when he reverses the polarity on it.
Why can't I find it anymore? Was it not called howling? Hang on. Enhanced version of howling.
Yeah, I think it's called Bigfoot Howl.
I've got it.
And the other one where he inverts the polarity and you can see the mist and all that is called Cloaking Bigfoot ?
So I'm going to put one in the chat now, a link to, it's not very long, it's about a minute and a half long of an enhanced clip of what you hear, some really weird howling, whatever that noise is.
Here,
And there's a tire. And what's that material hanging off that rope?
that's a pair of blue jeans that I tied.
And they start to move at the same time the noise is made. And go check it out and put a comment.
So
if you think you know what it is or have any idea what it is.
Okay, the other one that Jill's guy did for me is called Bigfoot Standing Behind Fence.
I've just got to let my dog out a second. Are you all right for a minute?
Yeah. We're just watching the live feed. Let me see. And what's nice about this is if I hear a sound or something outside, I can just pick up my phone and just automatically go to this picture right here, and I can zoom in, say, what was that? Let me look, and look over here, and see what's going on. No, it's not a coyote. People, that's some of the first, things people had said. Oh, it's a coyote. But first of all, the big dog in that video is 150 pounds, and you hear bark. A coyote is not as big as that dog. A coyote's small. Coyote might weigh 40 or 50 pounds. And you see how she starts to run out and she just stops dead in her tracks and her tail goes between her legs and she just comes back. One of my friends is a vet, and she said if it would have been a coyote in the yard, or the dogs would have ran after it and tried to eat up, because a coyote to a dog is just another dog. They're not scared of them. I mean, it's just another dog to them. So if it would have been a coyote in my yard, you'd have saw a hell of a tussle on video. Yeah, it's when she barks, it vibrates the awning underneath my patio. It's really, really loud, and this thing is like twice as loud as she is. I mean, yeah, Joseph, that's what I always, well, I think I've sent you videos before showing you, how clear they are. But for some reason, when I put them on YouTube, they go to pot. I mean, they get all fuzzy and kind of blurry. And people say it's the way they compress the videos to get it into their format. Who, me? You gonna let him in? I'm not gonna let him. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
No.
Oh yeah, you have. Okay. I'm looking at the
Yeah,
I'm getting confused because I can actually look at the camera and move it around. So
I'm here.
But then again, they can see me, right?
No, nobody
Yeah.
can see us.
Oh,
We just
nobody can see me? Okay. I don't know. I saw myself on this little screen. I thought they
yeah,
could see me.
we can see each other down below because we're part of the in the studio, but we're not on the screen because I'm sharing the whole screen for your camera.
Okay.
But we can see each other down below here, but nobody can see that, only us.
All right.
All right.
All right. Rex, have a good night.
Well, have I missed anything? Did anybody go and check out that video, Carl's? Just run that clip. Strange, crazy sound. Not coyotes, no.
Yeah.
What do you think about the black thing that was moving from behind the tire, like air or I don't know.
Yeah. You know, and the crazy part about that was that woke us up. So I was standing looking out my bedroom window, which faces what you're looking at on the camera. And I told you how the glass in the window was rattling and it felt like somebody was thumping me in the chest. And somebody said, well, it might have been your heart. But I wasn't really scared because I didn't really know what was going on.
Mm.
Yeah, my dogs were going berserk and I hear this crazy howling sound and like I'm trying to see what's going on, and I can't see. It's dark, and that's when we made the decision. Well, we better bring the dogs in every night.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. It's getting late, Tracy. You might not want to see my face at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm sure Carl looks great at any time.
yeah, right. I don't have my makeup on right now, so
Need it. A night at Carl's. It could be, couldn't it? Maybe I could have a night with lots of people. Like different one every week. A night with Ruger Ridge. Sounds good. Let me know if you're up for it.
yeah.
Cam.
Ruger's saying he puts up videos on YouTube too. He has his own channel, and
Right.
he's saying how different they look once they get on the YouTube. It's it's night and day. I mean,
Definitely. Looks good now though.
yeah, because we catching it straight off the camera. If I record this and put it on YouTube, it would be a lot hazier. I mean it. But I mean, it's still good. It's still pretty good quality, even though you after I put it on YouTube because it's in 1080, supposed to be. But
What's Crystal? Strangeland. I managed to smash the screen on my phone, and I got a new phone, and I can't log into MeWe anymore. It won't. It says it doesn't recognise my number or my email addresses that I tried. So at the moment, I can't get in there. But if I do, I will definitely go and have a look.
it is 9:06 p.m. Tracy Bowers. Well, you're in Michigan, right? Home of the dog man.
Is that where he's from?
Tracy Bowers. It's a lady. She
Yeah. No, I meant Dogman.
oh, I'm sorry.
Lady.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, that's one of the places where they see them quite often in Michigan.
Whereabouts Michigan on the map? Is it?
It's up pretty close to the Canadian border. I mean,
Oh,
around Ohio and that area, around the Great Lakes.
Mm.
I think. Am I right, Tracy?
Hopefully. Where's Strangeland if it's 11:37? So 11:37.
11:37.
Yeah. PM.
Well, he's not on the East Coast because they're only an hour ahead. So he 11:37.
Must be in
He might be in Bermuda.
Dubai.
I don't know. He's not where you're at.
Not where I'm at. Oh,
No,
in Canada. Oh, Canada, of course.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it. Yeah.
In Nova Scotia, or just the eastern side of Canada.
Newfoundland.
Okay.
Newfoundland. Hey, what's up with her now? Special half hour different. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? All these. I mean, I know it has to happen, but it's a bit confusing. I've got used to some of it now, obviously, because I've talked to a lot of people in America. But
Really? I didn't know that.
no,
Well, he's saying Strange Land is saying they have a half hour different time zone.
So it's 11:39.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know why they're working.
Rhonda is 10:07, so Rhonda must be somewhere in Canada, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Let me see if I can
Like
go.
you're out somewhere on a nice day there.
She ran to the corner. And what's nice too, you see when you zoom it in, you still have this little picture right here that you can still see the whole yard.
Yeah. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Rhonda's on the east coast of Canada. No.
Yeah, maybe so.
No, I don't think so. I don't.
No, I'm sorry. I'm responding to what is it? Sovereign Cosmic Wildman says, I think the dogs are reacting to the Rougarou. Maybe so.
Blue Ridge Mountains. Nice.
Oh, that's where they have that. Is that where they have that Bigfoot thing that kind of makes that crazy sound like that? I forget what they call it. I saw a documentary about it one time in the Blue Ridge Mountains. They got a name for it, and it makes some kind of weird kind of.
Maybe Rhonda can tell us.
Yeah, tell us, Rhonda. I saw it one time, but I don't remember. I don't know, man. I think pretty much these things are in every state, except probably for Hawaii. They say.
I'll remember that now, Pappy. Thank you. It is Joseph. Yeah, it's 3:11, 3:12 now.
Yeah, Sandra Workman. That's. Do you know what they call it though? There's a special name they call it. I mean, it's like a Bigfoot, but it makes a weird sound. But they have a special name for it. You know, like ours is a Rougarou, and they call them boogers, and wallmen, and everybody's got a name for them.
You're not on about the samurai chatter, are you?
Do I?
Sierra sounds, do you mean? Are you on about Sierra sounds?
Yeah, but it's kind of different from that. It's a weird, almost, when back in the day when we were kids, we used to imitate the Indian shows, the Indians on the cowboys and movies, kind of like that. It kind of makes a weird sound like that, but I can't remember what the name of it is. Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. How you doing? Now, I'm just going to go back to something that's interesting that Tracy Bowers said that it's in the shape of a mitten. Michigan's in the shape of a mitten. So are there any other shapes in the States?
Yeah, Louisiana.
Wales is
shaped like a boot.
Yeah, Italy's shaped like a boot with a heel.
Yeah, us too. Louisiana.
Wales is the shape of a pig's head, like a side profile of a pig's head.
Now this show has got really interesting.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah, found out all kind of new facts.
Anything goes tonight, live from your backyard. It doesn't get more.
What is it? Catawall ball beast? Is that what they call it?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Well, they come in all sorts of shapes, though, don't they? I mean, I'm not saying they're weird, but sometimes.
That was a good one. Shaped like a turkey.
Oh dear! No one's.
Oh my God!
This is not. We're not affiliated to any other people's opinions.
Yeah, no political opinions, please, huh?
Andrew Workman, West Virginia looks like a hand with your thumb out and your forefinger up. It's interesting.
I don't know, but if you ever get a chance, anybody, drive across Texas, because that's interesting. That'll take you about 12 hours just across Texas, from the Louisiana line to what is it, El Paso? It's like 12 hours.
Right.
It's huge.
That's a lot. Yeah,
I mean, normally you get in your car 12 hours. Hell, I might be in Michigan with Tracy Bowers. Yeah. And here, I'm not even across Texas yet. Texas is huge.
Yeah. When I was a truck driver, I drove wagons all over Europe, and it would take me 19 hours to get to Milan from here. But obviously, Europe's a lot smaller than America. But actually driving over Germany west to the east coast that's quite a wide. That's a long 9 or 10 hours.
Fort Hood, Texas. Yeah. I tell you what, there's a lot of activity on the Louisiana-Texas border.
It's interesting, though, that there's a few shapes that people... Hi, Tim. Tim's a trucker.
Really? I bet you he sees some stuff, huh?
Well, I would have thought I've driven through so much country, because in Europe, not particularly in England, but especially like Germany, France, the motorways are out of the towns. You don't even go through past any towns sometimes. You're just traveling through country a lot. And I never noticed anything. Hi, Zach. Hey, bro. Hope you're all right.
Hey, what's up?
Only just used to see really bad accidents. That's the only thing you get to see. Because the beauty about driving a truck is you see so much further down the road.
Right.
Than people in cars.
Well, The weirdest, I never drove a truck before, just driving in a car. The weirdest thing I ever saw in my life was a sofa in the middle of the interstate and it was on fire.
Right.
Now, how does that happen? I mean, somebody's hauling furniture and they throw a cigarette out and it lands on the sofa and it catches on fire and they stop and just dump it out. I mean,
Could imagine it, couldn't you? You could imagine it.
I know,
Normal
like
home.
it's one of those things. Like, how did this happen? I mean, like,
It's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like a long journey, that, Pappy. 12 hours, 70 mile an hour, no stops, and still in Texas.
yeah, it's
12 hours, a long time to go, and no stops.
yep. You in for a haul. You think you end up in California, in Turdville.
We're only joking. I've never been.
Yeah, it must have been, Joseph. Oh, man.
Here we go. Sovereign Cosmic Wildman. Hidden is. Wait, what? He's seen something I've noticed too. I've seen a sofa sitting in the middle of the beach near the shore. Who dumps a couch by the shore?
I don't know.
Fly fishing.
Yeah, maybe so.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't be bothered to take it back. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, Moog.
Off at what? It's 20 past 3 in the morning. She's deaf, and now she's barking.
Yeah. Hey, Moog, if you ever want me to come on your show, I have a crazy story from an ex-professional football player that wants to stay anonymous about a crazy, almost Carrie Arnold type Bigfoot encounter at Toledo Bend. I know two people, three, counting Carrie, who actually had personal, up close and personal experiences now, counting the story I told earlier.
Let's go and shut the dog up before she wakes the neighbour.
See, that's all they do is they sit there and they just watch that fence. Just watch that fence. And that's the only section they watch. They don't watch the sides. They don't watch behind the little apartment. They just watch that. She'll lay right there on that cement and just watch that section of fence right there. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is a scary and crazy story. I mean, and look, this guy is a multimillionaire, played professional football, has nothing to gain, has a couple of really successful businesses, and I can see why he doesn't want to come out and tell a story, I mean, but he told it to me because we're friends and, he knows what I'm going through, and he's originally from Oklahoma. So okay, sounds good, Mose. When I'm sure you know how to get a hold of me, or yeah, because Mike Kirkpatrick had a bad incident at Toledo Bend too. Well, and then I heard another story too around Toledo Bend. It was actually the mayor of Zawali, which is a little town, and I think that's where Mike was at in Zawali. Hired a crew to go cut some trees that he he owned some property and wanted to cut the trees, and he hired this crew to go cut them. They worked one day on a job, and they came to his office and said, "We quit." And they said, "Why?" And they said, we saw something back there we've never seen before, and we're not going back." And this was professional loggers.
Wow.
Like, you know what? Y'all can have it.
Oh, Rachel. Does Rachel know?
Yeah, Rachel. See, Rachel's on dog duty tonight. I'm entertaining the public. Let's get a good look. What's going on here? There you go. We can zoom in and see what. Look. Well, did y'all notice when Rachel walked outside? Let me replay it. Watch. As soon as we walk outside, watch what they do. Let me back it up a little bit. Watch this. They do this every time we walk outside. Watch. I don't know if I might have backed it up too far, but this is what they do. As soon as we crack that door, look, there she goes. Runs right to that corner where I got the picture of them too.
It's weird, isn't it?
Every single time. Like clockwork. I mean, just look, she's gonna go back. Look.
Cold tea bags on your eyes, strange land. Good night.
I was showing how Tori takes off to that corner every time we go outside.
That is strange, isn't it?
Yeah. As soon as you crack that door, like a bolt of lightning, she just takes off right to that corner. Now she could run anywhere in that yard, but she runs to that one spot.
Wants to show you something, maybe.
Well, and there's no dog in this backyard behind me, and no dog in the yard to the left of the house behind me. So I don't know. And my neighbor on that side doesn't have dogs anymore, so we can't explain it. I mean,
well, look, you're gonna do this one night, aren't you, from your channel?
Yeah.
Put it live and zoom it into around that area, maybe.
Yeah.
Or periodically change it, and just be interesting to see.
Yep. I can.
Go and check
right
out
here.
the channel. There's been a lot of activity, a lot of weird stuff going on, a lot of things, and no one's asking you to study it, but they don't have time to go back and look absolutely over everything. But when they have, they've certainly captured some strange stuff there. So it's been, a weird couple of years for you, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, just. Well, Diane, you can be my designated watcher. I can just leave it on because a lot of times I'm sleeping at 10:30 at night. I got to get up at 5, and I can just let the camera go, and you can tell me if you see anything. Hey, go back at this time and look.
Yeah. It'll be interesting and a good experiment.
Yeah.
Like I say, it looks really clear. Even at that, I mean, you're going to see something especially if they keep the lights on. That would help, wouldn't it? But be interesting to see what it looks like without the lights on. But still, that fence is pretty lit up.
Let me go cut the watch. Let me cut the lights off. Watch. See if you can see that.
No, I've got to go to bed soon, Linda. I'm afraid. I'm not going to be up tomorrow if I don't.
See, I don't know. See, you lose too much contrast with the lights. See, the camera just, you heard it click?
Yeah.
It just switched to night mode, and it doesn't have infrared. It just, the iris on the camera just opens up bigger.
Yeah, it needs the light on, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
with the lights on.
I mean, you can still see a pretty good picture. I mean, but you know, it's a lot better with the light on or lights. Turn it back on and watch the difference.
Good night, Diane.
Yeah, you see how much it lights up?
Yeah. Well, light is important, isn't it, though, as well, for a camera? You know,
Yeah.
to pick up detail.
It could, Linda Bennett. I mean, I could if I could just let it play. I mean, you know, Daniela can't because she's got to go to bed. But I mean, I could do it. I mean, I have to sign up for StreamYard, but I could just share this screen and it could run all night.
You probably don't even need. Well, I don't know how you do it direct from YouTube, but you do it from StreamYard. We'll test it one night anyway from StreamYard at your end.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's got to be a way to do it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Go live. I mean,
we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
We'll petition them to put it share screen on the live.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone.
Yep.
For joining us for this little test, and it's been fun.
Hold up, let me see. He said, "Wait, what is he saying? Back it up a little. A flash of light. All right, hold up.
Don't forget, everyone, if you want a painted Christmas card from me, email me your address. It's just a little thank you for supporting me this year. So I've made about 30. They're all different, kind of the same, but drop me an email and I'll gladly post one off to you this week. So, Carl, we're going to go, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to go, and I'll see you all tomorrow night at Anything Goes. Well, tonight. It's already today. It's already Sunday for me. And, yeah, time for bed. Good night, everyone.
All right. Good night.